All right, guys, we have to verify that the tangent of theta plus the cotangent of theta is equal to the secant of theta times the cosecant of theta. And I have nothing. Looking at this, nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and just rewrite everything in terms of sines and cosines. So tangent of theta, I know that is just the sine of theta over the cosine of theta, plus cotangent of theta, I know that's the cosine of theta over the sine of theta, and that is equal to the secant of theta, which I know is just 1 over the cosine of theta times the cosecant of theta, which we know is 1 over sine. So this is going to be 1 over cosine of theta times the sine of theta, right? Okay, so now I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I am thinking, let me undo this here because something's going on. There we go. I'm thinking common denominator to the right. Let's go ahead and make a common denominator, make this one big fraction. And of course, the common denominator over here, and I'm sorry, not the right, the left, common denominator over here to the left would be the cosine of theta times the sine of theta. Which means that I have to do a couple things for this first fraction. Since there is no sine of theta, I got to multiply both top and bottom by the sine of theta, right? We already got the denominator squared away, but in the numerator, we would be bringing down to this fraction a sine squared theta, right? Sine times sine, that's sine squared theta. Over here, because there's no cosine of theta in the denominator, I'd be multiplying top and bottom by the cosine of theta. Again, denominator is squared away. We already wrote that. But numerator, what we're bringing down is a cosine squared of theta, right? This is equal to 1 over the cosine of theta times the sine of theta. Now listen, guys, I notice over here to the right that this numerator is 1 sine of theta plus cosine squared theta. Sine squared plus cosine squared is equal to 1. We know that. That is Pythagorean identity. So I'm going to sub in a 1 in the numerator down here. That is over cosine of theta, sine of theta. I have my left and my right looking exactly the same. I have verified this identity.